your spiritual self, and you cannot go back to who you were. You cannot go back to who people are telling you that you should be, because you've done a lot of work to get here. Okay. And it's not you that people don't trust, it's themselves, it's their process. Okay. People don't trust the balance, people don't trust the security, people don't trust the transparency of you. They're not used to that. Okay. And this is saying you're like, yeah, you get on with it. Okay. It's like, yeah, see you later. You get on with this, because I know where I'm going, or I might not know where I'm going, but I know that I am taking the path to love. And that starts with self-love as well. So I feel if you have been working on this, you could be tested to see how solid are you in your convictions of yourself. How solid are you in who you are, in your views, in your ideas, and yeah, it's like, ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. Okay, I don't know why they're saying it in that way. It's like, ain't nobody gonna take that away from me. And I feel, like I say, definitely connected to family, this as well. And I feel with words, but yeah, it's, what I'm getting here, this is really interesting. I'm getting an image of, like, say for instance, a young girl goes home, 15-year-old, telling the parents that she's pregnant, and the parents are more worried about what the neighbors will say, so they send this child away to live with an aunt in the country or something like that. They're going in with a big story with this. Yeah, I don't know, that could be somebody's story, but what they're saying is that none of this is about what is the right thing to do. This is about what other people think. Okay, so this is saying to you, please, this isn't about what anybody thinks, what other people think. This is about what you feel. Okay, so honor your feels. And if you are standing in your truth and you can honestly say that, and you can say that these changes that you have made are better, and you love yourself more than you ever have done, then nobody can change your mind and nobody can make you doubt. So I hope that makes sense. Earth signs, I like it. Oh, what is that one? Yeah, we've got Kuan Yin for Earth signs. It says, enjoy the journey of life, be not afraid of its mysteries, take a chance and follow your heart. You are guided and protected by Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, compassion, and transformation. If you've been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation. Just do it. You do you, Earth signs, okay? That is your medicine for this week. So, right, who do we have now? I'm going to go with air signs now. I just, in my head, I got da, so I don't know what that, I don't know what is coming up for air signs, but it was almost like this. Yeah, da. So it's like drum roll. There's something here for air signs. Air signs. Air signs. Ah. Air signs. Right, okay, this is what it's saying. Air signs, you're going to have a choice. You're going to be tested. Okay, this could be over the weekend, but it's definitely this week. Can you keep that shut? Okay, you are going to be tested. Somebody is wanting you to bite. Somebody is wanting an argument with you. Give them love. Okay, smile sweetly. This is what you've got to do because somebody is pushing you. I don't know where Mercury is in your charts at the moment, but check that out. And this is about you learning a new way. Now, air signs, nearly said airwaves. I don't know why I said airwaves. Air signs, they like to know, they like to be right. Okay. I always say when I get like King of Swords or whatever, it's like, yeah, it's Mr. not Mr. Right, it's Mr. Always Right. Okay. They can be quite cutting at times, air signs. And like I say, they don't like not knowing. So, this week could be tough for you. So this is saying that you're going to have to learn how to do things a different way. Okay. And I'm not saying don't speak up for yourself. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is this is not about arguing and winning. If you are happy where you're at and happy with what you've done, then you don't have to fight about it. Enjoy it. Mercury is going retro in Libra into Virgo. All right, okay, yeah, we've got Mercury retrograde, haven't we? Yeah, going in today. So that will make sense. So this is pretty much, it's like, is it more important to be happy or is it more important to be right, air signs? This is going to be your test, and this is your test of your spiritual faith as well. So what this is saying is like, you've seen what this does. You've had, I don't know why they're saying this to me. They're saying you've had 4 years, okay, of seeing what this brings. It's not going to be any different, okay? So why don't you try a different way? Right, okay. So this is where you're going to be challenged. This is when Small Wild Flowers has just said there, sometimes my mouth spills out before my brain checks it. Yes, it does, but I'm going to challenge that, Small White Flowers. And please, I'm like I say, I'm doing this for the benefit of all. If you looked at Adler theory, he would say that no, you still choose to do that, because if somebody was in front of you who you hated or you thought was ugly or you thought was really overweight or something like that, you might think it, but you wouldn't say that to them, because you would censor it. Whereas other times we say it. There's a story, I don't know if I've said this before, or I don't know if it was in my teaching. I think it was in my teaching, where there's a situation, this guy's talking to this Adlerian counselor about being in a coffee shop, and he said, and yeah, the barista, he spilt my coffee the other day and I just lost it. I went berserk. I started screaming, shouting at him, blah, blah, blah. I lost it. And the Adlerian counselor said, no, you chose to lose it. He said, no, I didn't. I just lost it. I don't know what came over me. And he said, if you had been holding a knife at that moment, would you have stabbed the barista? And he went, of course I wouldn't, like you don't stab somebody for spilling coffee. He said, yes, so you did have that choice. Am I going to shout and scream? Because if you had a knife, you stop and think, do I plunge this in somebody? So like I say, this is all about getting clear in what we're telling ourselves as well. The words that we tell ourselves, because, like I was talking about this this week, and it's like, oh God, I'm starving. And it's like, well, no, you're not starving. One of my friends said, I'm always unhappy. And I said, no, you're not. You were unhappy last night. But 2 days ago when we were out for dinner, you were laughing and you were joking and you were having an amazing time. So we've got to be very careful. And this is what Mercury retrograde actually asks us to do. Everybody says dreaded Mercury retrograde. It's terrible. It's not, but it asks us to slow down and take notice of what we're saying, what we're doing as well. Does that make sense? So thank you for that, Small Wildflowers, because I feel that little story had to come in. And this is for air signs. So what they're saying here is, even if we're having, it doesn't have to be an argument, it could be a dialogue. Okay. Now remember, with dialogue, you then listen and you speak. You listen and you speak. You don't listen to respond that you've already got in your head. You listen to hear what's being said and then react to that. Okay, so this is the advice that's coming in. And this is the new way of doing it. And they're like, yeah, a lot of air signs don't want to do that. They're like, yeah, shut up, Tanya, whatever. And they're going, okay, so if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Okay, and that's it. And if that's what you want, you're Mr. or Mrs. Right, and do that. But this is the advice that is coming in with this, okay? And it's saying stop blocking yourself, because there are so many things that are coming in. And what this is doing, by having this coldness, this double-edged sword kind of thing, this is stopping you and making you feel isolated. It's not good. This is a time where you can really, really shine. You're coming up to your birthday month, and there's a lot of good things here for you. This is for Libras, and then you have air signs. We've got Aquarius coming in kind of February, yeah. So it's saying you are being given the opportunity to build something really big and tangible, something that is good. I like this. This is very, very fruitful for you, but you're never going to get there if you keep burning your own bridge. And that's what they're saying you're doing, burning your own bridges here. Hey, open mind tarot. So yeah, your fight to be in control is knocking you out of balance. And what's going to happen there is whatever you want to stay will walk away, because it's futile fighting all of the time. So this is about saying, do you want to live in pain? If you don't, which I don't feel you do, but it's saying you've got to do things a different way. Okay, this is a huge gift that is coming in with this Pisces moon for this. This is a huge gift for air signs. It's asking you to bring yourself back into balance. Okay, it's saying to you, you have been a prisoner of your own making. If you believe your hands are tied, it's because you have tied them. And this is what it's asking you to do. It's asking you to look at your shadow. Okay, a lot of shadow work coming in here. A lot of shadow work coming in for air signs, but it is going to lead you to freedom. Okay, it really, really is, and liberation. So I feel it's air signs that are going to get the toughest with this, but that could be to do with the Mercury thing as well. I'm just going to pull a spirit card for these. Thank you, Amy. Oh, there you go. Right, okay, so air signs, forgiveness. Ow. I'm starting to seize up now. It's oh dear. Time to heal old wounds. Time to let go and forgive. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer, for in doing so, you only hurt yourself. Forgive and set yourself free. You are eternally loved. Accept the love being offered and allow it to heal you. So there you go, man. Air signs, exactly what I was saying. There's Sing Miracles. Oh no, I already did enough shadow work yesterday. Bless you. Is it okay that I say, because nobody knows who you are there, but Sing Miracles is one of my coaching clients on her second round with it. And this week, bless you, done amazing. You were a warrior. It was fantastic, but it was uncomfortable. Yeah, amazing work. But was it worth it? Was it worth it when we went in that shadow? Yeah. And was the insight, is that something that's going to stay with you? Oh, are you there? Yes, of course it was worth it. Amazing. Right, okay, so who have we got now? Who have I done? I've done water, I've done earth, I've done air, and and who else is there? Fire, fire. Yeah, we need fire. That was so strange. I got such a block there with fire. Ooh, fire. Right, okay. Big fat dose of gratitude coming in for fire. Okay, this Pisces moon is going to bring in. Big, yeah. If you're not grateful, get grateful. It's saying, look around you, see what you've got rather than what you haven't. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Because I feel some fire signs are sitting there and they're pretty bored. They're like, yeah, whatever, you know, like a bit like Kevin the Teenager. I don't know if people that aren't in the UK will know who Kevin the Teenager is. He was a comedy show, and he was a stroppy teenager in it. And this is what I'm getting. I get fire signs. They're bored. They don't like this energy. It's all watery. Like, I don't care. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. That's the energy I'm getting. So they're coming in with a right, okay, fire signs. You need to start to look at what you are grateful for. Oh, God, fire signs. There's such a stroppy energy with this. Very emotionally, emotionally, what they're saying to me. I'm trying to, this is because I hear and then I speak. It's like I'm a translator and sometimes I can't work it out. Yeah, immature. They're trying to say to me immature and emotional at the same time, you know. It's like immaturely, I don't even know, but this is what I'm getting for fire signs. Okay. And fire signs, I want to say that fire signs here they're looking at what other people have got. Okay, that's what they're doing here. And it's like, yeah, but they've got that. They've got more sprinkles on than I have. You know, it's just like, really? You know, so did anybody used to have that? I haven't got siblings, so I didn't see that. But, you know, I would sometimes be at friends' houses and they would go like, he's got 2 more chips than I have. And people had to count them out. And I'm like, wow, do people still do that? And I'm getting this energy with fire signs for some reason. And what I feel with fire signs, and I want to say that what is coming in with this and why it's happening is because you are sad. There is something that is making you sad, and you're projecting it onto the world rather than actually working out what it is. Okay, so I feel that there's a lot of tears, and I feel the reason you're going to be like this stroppy teenager during this Pisces moon is because it's going to hit you in the feels. Okay, it's going to hit you in the feels, and that's not what